Welcome to the class. As a continuation of our strategic management steps, or we say it is strategic planning. Today we will discuss about the strategy, analysis and choice. If you can remember that we have started with chapter 1 and that was introduction, and then we moved to set a new mission for the company. In chapter 2, we have discussed about the vision and mission of the company. There, we said that vision is the direction of the company and mission is the long-term objective. A company will have only one vision that will give the guidelines to set the missions. The company may have a lot of missions. For a shipping company, say for example, Marx, their vision is integrated logistic service solutions, and it is their direction, and under the direction they have set many different long-term objectives: ocean services, port services, transportation services, or logistic services. These are their missions, and when they set a new mission or as a part of the strategic management process, there are three main parts of strategic management. One is strategic planning, and ultimately we are still continuing strategic planning. Some books it has written strategy formulation. What is strategy formulation? If we begin with a new mission, strategy formulation or strategy setup or setting a new mission is the outcome of external audit, that means external analysis, internal audit, internal analysis, and after internal and external analysis, we ultimately set long-term objective or mission of the company or business. And in this chapter, if you can recall, we discuss different types of missions, or we subdivided corporate strategies, business strategies, and functional strategies. After knowing the different types of strategies, we are going to evaluate those strategies. Say, for example, whether product development strategy is perfect or not, whether product differentiation is perfect or not, whether cost leadership is perfect or not. That we will do in today's lecture. That means evaluating strategies or evaluating long-term objectives or evaluating the company's missions. Here, what we are going to do, we will evaluate several alternatives. That means we will have several alternatives. Among the alternatives, we will choose the one that is best suited for the company. So in the chapter, what we are going to do, we are going to choose the best alternative. So online lecture is very effective if you are attentive in the classroom. If you are not attentive, I cannot guarantee that you can get something from the classroom. That's why it is important to attend the class properly. So today's chapter is evaluating strategies or generate, evaluate, and select strategies. And primarily, if you can recall that this is ultimately internal, external audit, this is your internal audit, and this is also internal analysis and external analysis with the competitors. That means competitive profile metrics. This is known as the input stage or stage one, the input stage. So
Sir,
when
one thing,
you,
sir. Sir, one thing, sir. Sir, what we want to mean by audit? It is not financial audit, I believe, sir.
no. Audit means analysis. Here, perform external audit. That means perform external opportunities and threats. And internal audit means your strength and weakness analysis. If
Correct, sir.
you can recall and remember that we in our chapter 3 has developed external factors evaluation matrix.
Yes, sir.
There we have identified the opportunities and threats. And in internal audit, our objective or we had done internal factors evaluation matrix. The components were all internal strength and weakness. And here in our chapter 6, we'll combine together to evaluate. In chapter 3, only external analysis, only internal analysis. We'll match here in chapter 6, matching internal strength and weakness with the external opportunities and threats. That's what we are going to do. And here it says, it is step 2 is the matching stage, SWOT analysis. You easily understand that these are the internal factors, strength and weakness, and these are the external factors, opportunities and threats. And we are developing a new matrix, strength, weakness, and opportunities and threat. That means it is the matching stage. We are matching with the opportunities, with our strength and weakness, with the opportunities and threats related to our mission. And we have said that mission means setting long-term objective of the business. So considering the long-term objective of the business, we'll develop a SWOT matrix. Say, for example, if your long-term objective is to establish a land port, then your opportunities will be land port related. Your strength will be land port related. Your weakness will be land port related. So, for example, if you don't have sufficient amount of capital, weakness to set up a land port terminal or similar type of missions. So, your metrics, SWOT metrics will be related with your mission. And then you can also match the internal factors, external factors by using space metrics. Space metrics means strategic, position, and action evaluation metrics. There we will consider four factors. Four factors, and the four factors, some of them are external and some of them are internal. So what we are talking about the matching with the internal factors with the external factors. And here the number one stage is the input stage.
Sir, is the concept related with strategic fit?
Which one? This one.
No, sir, the
Match.
matching stage, sir. Because when we learned about strategic fit, there we also learned about that at first analyzing the external, then internal, then fitting internal to the external. So it is related, maybe.
Yes, this is also matching means analyzing the fitness. Fitness also relates with, say, for example, internal fitness, external fitness. Here we'll match our internal and external strength and opportunities. And strategic fit, sometimes we use it in a different way. Whether we have internal strength to handle the weakness to strategic fit also related in other management decisions. Here you can say that matching is ultimately checking the fitness. You can do that.
Sir, in
You can
strategic fit,
relate and
we learn that we have to match the internal to the external. So here, match with which, sir? Internal with external or external with internal?
every all points. You will convert your weakness into a strength. Fitness and matching is almost same.
Okay, sir.
Your point is all right. But we also use strategic fit in another field, strategic fitness. There, in say for example, if you can recall, we discussed about the business strategy, we discussed about the military strategy. All right, there we stated strategic fit in a different way. Here, we are just the previous internal audit, external audit, and this is also competitive profile metrics. That means your internal factors and the factors of the other competitors. These are known as the input stage. That means you have collected your inputs. These are your inputs. Based on these inputs, you will ultimately match your strength, weakness with the opportunities, threats. You will match with your strategic position, environmental position, financial position. There are four positions. We will compare between the positions, and in Boston Consulting Group metrics, if you can recall, Boston Consulting Group means that which business
Sir, yes, sir.
is,
You discussed this in first class, sir. BCG matrix.
so which business is most profitable for the company, which business is growing most, which business is not growing. So there are four types. The types are,
Yes, sir.
say
Yes.
for example, cash
Star,
cow,
cash, cow, dog,
stars.
or question mark.
So that is also one type of matching. You're matching with the market share and market growth here. Matching between market share and market growth.
Growth.
And internal and external metrics. This is just combination of IEF and EFE. IFE and EFE. Directly we develop metrics and we point out where is our position, internal and external metrics. So these inputs, stage one is inputs, and we have already analyzed, we have already studied different types of inputs. I matrix is also representation of the EFE and IFE. And finally, you can also develop on grand metrics. These are ultimately the names. Grand metrics and Boston Consulting metrics is almost same. Only here we use market share and market growth. There also we use the two different dimensions. So after matching here, ultimately we are matching, and finally after matching, we will choose one alternative that is best suited based on these factors. Based on this matching analysis, we'll choose one mission that is best suited for the company. The company where the company has more internal strength and less weakness, more opportunities than threats. We will choose one mission. We'll have some alternatives. We'll choose one among the alternatives. And the way we will calculate the or we will choose the alternative is known as quantitative strategic planning matrix. So after input is done, matching stage begins now. Also today we will also discuss about the decision stage. All right. So SWOT matrix. I think all you know what is SWOT matrix. You'll analyze the strength and strength analysis. Say for an example, you can analyze your market growth. That is your strength analysis. If your market growth is good. If you think about the human resources is your strength. If you think about the financial capital, if you have some available funds, that is your strength. So for a company, shipping company, this SWOT matrix is given for the company based on their report or their new project opportunities. What is the opportunity? Opportunity is there is an opportunity to expand into emerging markets with underdeveloped port infrastructure. That means port facility. And you are going to invest in smart ports and automated terminals. So these are your opportunities, and relating to your opportunities, your strength includes, say, for example, strong global brand and reputation in shipping and logistics. You have a strong reputation. Advanced integration of technology and automation. You have advanced technology and you are automated. That means marks. Extensive global network of terminals and logistic services, and you have global network of terminals and logistic services network. And financial strength is also good. So these are the strength, these are the opportunities, and what are your weakness to enjoy this opportunity? Weakness includes high exposure to geopolitical risk in some regions, heavy capital investment requirements, dependence on global trade flows, limited flexibility due to asset-heavy model. That means weakness includes, say, for example, you have some financial strength, but you have to invest huge amount of money in port infrastructure and automation. So huge amount of money you need, maybe $1,000 million. And global trade flow. Your port business depends on global trade. If global trade grows, your business will grow. But so you are dependent on the trade flows. This is your weakness. And limited flexibility to asset heavy model. That means you are investing huge amount of money. You cannot stop it after investment. So your flexibility is poor. These are the weakness. And also j- there are several threats. Threats are especially coming from the stakeholders. Threats are coming from the stakeholders. Stakeholders includes competitors. Stakeholders includes social activists. Stakeholder includes customers. Stakeholder includes political environment. So threats are coming from political instability and regulatory challenges in key markets, economic slowdowns affecting global trade, rising competition from regional and global logistics players, environmental regulations, and carbon reduction mandates. So now related to your new mission, we are considering this an opportunity. So what you have to do, you have to analyze the strength, weakness, threats, and how we can quantify it. We are coming how to quantify it. Space metrics can help you to quantify your internal factors with the external factors. Here, in your space metrics means your strategic position and action evaluation metrics, space metrics. So here, internal factors are financial position. This is true. A lot of internal factors we have discussed, but the most important is how financial you are perfect. Financial perfectness is most important. So they have given importance on financial position. So financial position includes, say, for example, return on investment. So are you here, Mr. Mirazul Islam? Mr. Miraz, Miss Anamika.
Yes, sir.
So what we are discussing right this moment.
Sir, we have discussed about the SWOT matrix.
So we discuss about the inputs. What do you mean by inputs? What do you mean by inputs in strategic management?
Sir, excuse me, sir. I have a question from the previous slide, sir.
So
Sir,
what's
here,
your
sir,
question?
the strength, weakness, threats, these are okay, sir. So my question is, sir, why a shipping liner uh, it should go for a venture for a new terminal or port operation? It would be much uh, comfortable, to my understanding, that he should expand or his shipping liner, or he can go for emerging some other shipping liner, amalgamating some other shipping liner instead of investing some other ports or terminals. Just this is my opinion, sir. I may be wrong.
Very good questions because this is related to our strategic management. Your question is very important question. And why? Why the company is going to undertake a project
Sir,
that
right, sir.
is not in its business?
Right, sir. Right,
So
sir.
in our
It,
previous
it,
lecture,
it might come to some other sector, say his new
yes.
business, his new area of business, something like that.
Okay, thanks. So in our previous lecture, we have discussed about different strategies. If you can recall, cost leadership, product development, related,
Right, sir.
related vertical expansion, unrelated vertical expansion, related, forward linkage, related, unrelated linkage. So maybe Marx has different business. Logistics services very good, but a lot of competitors are there. They have, technology solutions. Huge competitors are there. Maybe better competitors are there in the market. And port is also one of the components in the total value chain. Value chain, if we state shipping value chain, it begins from, say for example, your local transportation. You are taking the delivery of the goods from your home to my home. So to reach your product to my home, what the transportation or the logistics companies will do, they will take delivery of your product from you. then they will send it through ship. So, for example, I am not a Bangladeshi people. So they will take it to the port. So port is one of the
Right.
components of the value chain. Up from the port, it will go to ships or shipping line. From shipping line, it will come back to another port. So are you getting that port is one of the components of the total value chain?
Right.
So
Right.
they're paying fees in the port. So it is known as the expansion within the value chain,
The
or
vertical
really,
integration.
or this is we have explained this at the related integration or related vertical integration.
Integration.
So
Right.
one of the components of the value chain, if they're doing the other part of the value chain, that means from customer to the port, port to the ship, ship to the port, and port to again the importers,
And yes.
buyers. So port is one of the components. If they can control the port, they can also earn money from the other shipping companies. And they will have more control on the ports and terminals. So we have taken it as an example. However, there is in our previous lecture, as we have discussed about the different types of strategies, it may be one of the strategies. It may be one of the strategies. All right? Have you got it?
Yes, sir. What is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. So, yes, if you do not understand, please ask. Is important. Interaction in the classroom is important for the TQM, continuous improvement or total quality management. So asking questions in the classroom for the adult people is very important. And Mr. Afzal, so today's lecture is also very important. If you are do not attentive, if you are not attentive, then the lecture will be ineffective. So try to make it effective. You have to join the class. You have to be attentive in the classroom. And finally, you know that at the end of the lecture, you will sit for a quiz, MCQ type. So listening to the lecture is very important. There will be a quiz for about 5 minutes. And the questions are ready. I will, give you the link after the end of the lecture. All right.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so what we are talking today, we are talking about the strategy evaluation. Among the alternatives, we will choose one best alternative. And the inputs we have got from the previous chapter 3, 4. And in chapter 5, we have discussed about the different corporate strategies, business strategies, and functional strategies. So, after analyzing the inputs, we have discussed about the different alternative strategies in chapter 5. And here in chapter 6, we are matching with the internal factors and external factors, with the different missions, different products, different divisions. And one of the common evaluation metrics is known as SWOT metrics. Another common metrics for evaluation or matching is space metrics we are dealing now. The space metrics has, four dimensions. One is financial position. Financial position is very important. Another is strategic position or strategy position. Another is competitive position, and another is environmental or industry position. These are one type: financial position, competitive position, industry position, and stability or environmental position. Stability position or environmental stability, same thing. So these are the internal factors. What are the internal factors? It includes return on investment under financial position, your leverage, your liquidity, working capital, cash flow, investment turnover, inventory turnover, earnings per share, price earnings ratio. These are the different indicators that will say whether your financial position is strong or not. That means if your price earning is higher than competitor, your position is better. If your earning per share is better, your position is better. If inventory turnover is more than competitor, your position is better. If you have more cash flows than competitors, your position is better. Working capital, although these are the internal indicators, but internal indicators is helping you to say whether you are powerful or not. Return on investment, ROI. Leverage means whether your debt is more than your equity or equity is more than debt. That means capital structure. Liquidity means that all your assets are fixed assets. Then you are not good in liquidity. If you have more liquid assets, that means the assets that can be converted into cash anytime is known as the liquidity. So upon analysis your financial position, your competitive position, what's your market share, what's your product quality, what is the product life cycle, is it at the declining stage, or is it at the maturity stage, or it is at the inception stage, or is it in the growth stage? Customer loyalty, are the customers coming to your company? That means whether the customers are loyal, or in other words, this is known as the market positioning. Market positioning means that the customers has reliance on you and they like your product. Capacity utilization, what's your capacity utilization? That is important. Capacity utilization means what? Capacity utilization means your design capacity and output. Output divided by design capacity is known as the capacity utilization. Technological know-how, control over suppliers and distributors. So these are your internal factors, and you are comparing with the competitive position. Market share relates with the competitor. Is your market share better than your competitor? Then you are powerful, because you have control more than competitor. Market share more means you have more control in the market. Then external stability position, technological changes, rate of inflation, demand variability, price change of competing products. These are these factors. If you do not understand the definition of any factor, we can discuss. And ultimately, these are the internal factors, these are the external factors. These internal and external factors will say you where is your position, where is your position. Here, these are the different types of strategies we have studied in our previous chapter, chapter 5. Market penetration, market development, product development, related diversification, unrelated diversification, retracement, divestiture, liquidation, backward forward, horizontal integration, market penetration, market development, product development, diversification or related or unrelated, backward or forward or horizontal integration.
Market penetration is both conservative and competitive.
Conservative. So here they have given some suggestions. If you are still be conservative, that means if your financial position is strong and your competitive position is weak, then you have to be conservative. And yes, there are some common strategies here. Say for example, market penetration is common here. So you can use market penetration as the competitive factor. You can also use market penetration as your conservative actions. So here also aggressive. You will penetrate market aggressively. You will be conservative in market penetration. You will be competitive in market penetration. That means although the strategies are common, but your objectives are different. One is you will be very aggressive, you will be conservative, you will be competitive, and when your both internal and external both are negative, then you have to defend yourself. ফুটবল খেলায় যেমন হয় আপনার আফটার একটা গোল খাওয়ার পরে যে পরিস্থিতি তৈরি হয় মাইনাস. So if your positions are minus, then you have to be defensive. You can be aggressive when your both positions are positive. But when your one position, industry position is positive, but strategic position is negative, then you are comparative. These are the four different types of actions you can choose. You can be conservative, you can be defensive, you can be aggressive, and you can be competitive. How you will identify where is your position? Say for example here, you will identify different factors under internal factors and external factors. And here we said that your financial strength and competitive advantage is your internal factors, and industry strength and environmental stability or uh, uh, industry stability, this is your competitive advantage or competitive position. Stability position, sorry. SP is stability position or environmental stability is same. Stability position, environmental stability or stability position. So you are developing your score, and a score, it can be from 1 to 5 or it can be 1 to 7. So say for example, in your financial case, financial strength, strong revenue base, then your score out of 7 is 5. ROI from existing terminal is good. That's why you have given a score 4.5. Then brand image, brand leadership under competitive advantage is not good in your case. So it is negative. So that means this rating depends on the company's position. It may be 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, even -7. It can be -7. Say for example, stability position, infrastructure vulnerability. You are vulnerable to climate change, congestion, and that's why your score is -3.5. So that means whether it will be positive or negative depends on your four positions. This is known as the space matrix. And among these four positions, say for example, under financial strength, how many components are here? There are two components. Revenue +5, ROI +4.5. Then how you will calculate the financial strength? So you will average it, because the summation will be 5 plus 4, 9.5, more than 7. So what you have to do, you will calculate the average. The average here is 5 plus 4 equals 9.5 divided by 2, because two components are there. 9.5, that means 4.25 is your financial strength, and your competitive strength -2 -3 -5 divided by 2, that means -2.5. Here plus 4.25. Here -4 and 3.5. If you sum up, then it will be -7.5 divided by 2. So you are getting one score combining all the indicators. Here, several example in financial position, financial strength, it is 4.75 divided by 2. It is competitive position advantage -3 equals -2.5. Then industry position, environmental stability, industry position 5 plus 4.5, 4 divided by 2, 4.75. Environmental stability -4 -3 equals -7.5 divided by 2 is equals -3.75. So you first converted components into one component, financial strength. Now these are the internal factors, x-axis. Competitive advantage and financial position. Competitive advantage, financial position. It is -2.5 and it is 4.75. Again, you are averaging. Divided by 2 equals 2.25. Oh, sorry, summation of the two factors. And your sum of the two internal factor, x-axis, is 2.25. And summation of the two internal factors, 4.75 and -3.75, is 1. So we'll plot these two factors here. Your x-axis, this is your x-axis, and this is your y-axis. In x-axis, your value is 2.25. So from here, this is 2, because it is 2. 2.25 somewhere here. 2.25 here. Here, that means here. And your y-axis value is 1. Y-axis is here 0 and 1 is somewhere here. Because from here to there, the difference is 2. So 1 will be middle. So 1 and 2.25 is point, and the point is, the mark says they're in the aggressive stage. So the marks can take aggressive strategy to penetrate the market, aggressive strategies to diversify the market, etc., or market development. So this is the way of identifying your company's position with the competitors. So this is your space matrix. And the next matrix. So are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are listening, sir.
So next one. So what we are talking about today, we are talking about strategy choice, evaluating and choosing the best alternative. And the previous chapters were about inputs. Now it is the matching stage or fitness analysis, which strategy is most suitable for your company. And in the matching stage, internal factors evaluation and external factors evaluation, we are comparing together. We are analyzing together. We are analyzing through SWOT matrix, space matrix. Another matrix that we use for choosing the best alternative or choosing the best strategy is BCG matrix. There are two components in BCG matrix. One is related market share and another is market growth. Market share and market growth. And then maybe you are thinking that what is market share and what is market growth? Market share is calculated by this way. Say, for example, market, what is market? Do you know what is market?
The market means buyer, collection of buyer.
So buyer means you. So here your buyer, say for example, you have $1,000 billion equivalent buyer. What's your buyer? What's your market here?
$1,000, sir.
$1,000. And your company, your firm, Marks, sell $100 in this market. $100. So your total market size 1,000 and your firm is selling $100. So what's your market share?
10%, sir.
Market share is
10%.
10%.
so 100 divided by 1,000 is equivalent to 10%.
10%.
10%. And so you will analyze your market share. What is your market share? Is it high or low? You also
Low, sir.
calculate your market growth. What is market growth? Say for example, in 2024, your sales was 100 and in 2025, your sales is $120. So what is market growth here? Market growth, it has grown by 20,
20%.
isn't it?
20%, sir.
So
20% growth.
20 divided by base year. Base value is 100. Your market growth is 20%. Your market growth is
20%.
20%. So in BCG matrix, we plot the market share and market growth. If your market share is high, your market growth is also high. It says it is plus 20%. Market growth is high, then how will you say it is high or low? You'll compare with the other companies, whether your one is higher than the other firms or competitors. So you will plot your strategy. Say for example, if your company has low market growth and high market share, high market share, yes, this is high, and this is low industry sales growth and high relative market share, then your business is known as the cash cow business. Cash cow business because your market share is very high. That means your revenue is very high. Revenue is very high. So if you are cash cow, then you can think of product development, diversification, retrenchment, or divestiture. Why, say for example, you will think for retrenchment? Because your growth is very poor. Maybe it says that it may be minus 20%. Minus 20% growth, that means the business is not perfect, it is not growing. So you have to think alternative. You can think of retrenchment, you can think of divestiture, anyone. Then your business can be dogs. When it is dog, your market share is low, but your market share, your market share is low and your market growth is also low. Both are low. Then you are dog. But when market share is low, but your growth is high, it is question mark. That means you have to convert it into stars. You have to invest to convert question marks into stars. That means you have high market share. You will try to increase your market share. Then when both are high, it is known as star. Star in strategy analysis. Yes. So are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
নো স্যার হাবিব স্যার আপনার মাইক্রোফোনটা মনে হয় একটু অফ করতে হবে
No, sir. Maybe he has microphone issues.
নাও উই ক্যান কন্টিনিউ স্যার ওকে
So matching strategy can be SWOT matrix, can be space matrix, can be BCG matrix. All right. And it can be internal and external matrix, IE matrix. And you know what is IFE, internal factors evaluation. And you know EFE, external factors evaluation. Based on the internal factors evaluation matrix score and the internal and external factors evaluation matrix, will subdivide our business into 9 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4. That means 1 to 9. And we subdivided these 9 groups into 3 categories. One is known as the market, where your strategy will be grow and build. Here you will hold and maintain. And there you will be harvest or divest. Maybe the position is weak. Your internal factors evaluation position is weak and your external factors evaluation matrix is also low. So when low and weak are together, then you can choose harvest or divest strategy. That means you can either retrench or you can divestiture. That means you can stop one business, divestiture, or you can retrench. You can stop more businesses, or even you can liquidate. So it can be harvest or divest. It can be hold and maintain. It can be grow and build. Say for example, if your internal factors evaluation matrix is average. Average, you know that if your score, you are measuring a score out of 5, how much will be your average? If your score, total highest score is 5, your average will be 3, isn't it? If your score is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 4 will be your average. That means you will quantify strong, weak, and average position matrix. So you will plot the internal factors evaluation matrix here, either strong or average or weak. And then you will also quantify the internal factors evaluation matrix, external factors evaluation matrix. If your external factor matrix is low and your IFE is strong, then you can hold and maintain. If your EFE is medium and it is also average medium, you can also hold and maintain. If your IFE is weak but your EFE is strong, that means you have poor strength or weakness, but your external opportunities and threats are huge. Then you can also choose hold and maintain strategy. This is the strategy, hold and maintain. This is where you will apply harvest or divest. This is here you will apply grow and build. So this is internal, external metrics. And say for example here, these are the internal factors. These are the internal factors. These are the external factors. And the factors, the internal factors evaluation matrix is 3.10. And IFE, internal factors evaluation matrix is 2.8. And your score, highest score is 4. So you can develop such a 9-grid matrix. That means it is a hold and maintain. This is known as the grow and build, and this area is known as harvest or divest. And IFE score is 3.10. 3.10, and how to calculate it, you know. And EFE factor is 2.8. 3.10 and 2.8. 3.10, put your 3.10 here. This is equivalent to 1, 2, 3. So 3.10, it falls here. 3.10, middle. Sorry, it is strong because here it says which one is strong. 3 to 4 is strong. 1 to 1.99 is weak. 2 to 2.99 is average. Here 2, 2.99. 3 to 4 is high or strong, and low is less than 1. Sorry, low is less than 1 to 2, because the factors, the minimum score is 1, because there is no 0 score. So if it is less than 2, it is low. And you can do some product analysis using your internal metrics. What is product analysis? That means your companies, one is terminal service, logistics services, ocean operations, technology solutions, or logistics technology solutions. These are the 4 missions, departments, divisions, wings, and their sales, a percent of sales, profit, percent of profit, internal factors evaluation matrix, external factors evaluation matrix. So 3 here for 1, your IFE is 3.6 and EFE 3.2. Within this category, 3.2 is here and 3.6 is also here. This one and this one. With me. Have you got the idea what is IE matrix? IE matrix for product analysis.
Yes, sir. Yes. Got it, sir.
And then IE matrix can be used for analyzing the competitors. Firm analysis. Here the product analysis means that your division 1, division 2 falling here, Division 3 is falling here. Division 4 is falling here. You have 4 divisions. Which division is strong? Which division is weak? Which division you will grow and build? Which division you will hold and maintain? Which division you are going to harvest or divest? So if there is no harvest or divest, the 1, 2, 3, these three, is there any? Here, yes, one of them is harvest or divest. You can 4 is division 4, maybe 4 is in logistics service and it is fall within the harvest or divest. The company may think of whether they will close down the business or temporarily it will the company will create a SBU, strategy business unit. So here for the company is falling under harvest or divest category. That means if these factors are real, then the company have to think that the business is not good based on the internal and external analysis. The company must think of closing down the business. Retrenchment strategy. These 3 are the harvest and divest, these 3 are the hold and maintain, and these 3 are the grow and build. And grand strategy matrix.
Sir, the I matrix seems related with a matrix we studied in the previous class.
Yes, because I score you got from the chapter 4.
3 and 4.
And this is EFE you are getting from chapter 3. This is score.
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes, sir.
coming from, because what we have said, we
Sir,
have
3
said
internal
that
and chapter 4 external, sir.
external. So that means the input we have discussed in our previous lecture.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
we are matching our inputs. So internal external matrix is also matching. And finally grand matrix. Grand matrix is also matching matrix here. It is your grand matrix. Grand matrix uses 2 factor. One is known as the market growth factor and another is a competitive factor, competitive position. Competitive position may be strong, may be weak. Market growth may be high growth, may be low growth. So based on if your market competitive position is strong and your market is growing, then you can undertake any one of these strategies. You can undertake market development strategy, you can undertake related diversification. If your competitive position is weak and market growth is slow, so you have to think of stopping your business, retrenchment, related diversification, unrelated diversification, divestiture, liquidation. So divestiture, liquidation or retrenchment are the solutions when your market growth is very slow and your market growth competitive position is weak. Market growth is slow and competitive position is weak. So this is known as the grand matrix. Ultimately, you are matching your internal strength and weakness with the external opportunities and threats. The internal strength and weakness has been described in many different ways. Ultimately, this is internal audit. And external analysis has shown in different way. Ultimately, this is known as the external audit.
Yes,
And
seems that, sir,
after
whole strategic management course depends on the SWOT analysis, sir.
SWOT analysis. So SWOT can be analyzed in different way. Market growth is also a component. Competitive position is also your component. Your internal factors evaluation matrix is also component. External factors is also component. Your IFP factor is your component. And market share and market growth, these are also component. And here more details version of the internal and external position is given. And I will recommend that this one is perfect matrix for matching. Because here financial position, lot of factors have considered. Competitive position, lot of factors have considered. Your stability positions, lot of factors have considered. Industry position, lot of factors has considered. That means only market share and market growth is not all. Your financial position, ROI, your cash flow, these are also very important. Finally, what is the final stage? After matching, after
Taking the decision, sir.
in our matching stage, একটা মিনিট আমি একটা কল রিসিভ করতেই হবে। Over. Our matching stage is over. We can match using SWOT matrix, space matrix, BCG matrix, I matrix, and grand matrix. After matching stage, what we are going to do, we are at the decision stage. What will be my new strategy? That means when we are doing this type of analysis, we are considering several alternatives. We will choose the best alternative using quantitative strategic planning metrics. So how we will do that? We will develop a new matrix, QSPM matrix. Quantitative strategic planning matrix. That means for making decision, this is our matrix. Objectively indicates which alternative strategies are best. Uses input from stage 1 analysis and matching results from stage 2 analysis to decide objectively among alternative objectives. This slide ultimately we have explained. 1, 2 is over. Now stage 3. Alternative, we will choose the best alternative here. And how you will choose? So key factors, internal, external factors, internal factors. And the key factors here indicates economic factors, political, legal, government factors, social, cultural, demographic factors, technological factors, competitive factors. Then internal factors, management, marketing, finance, production, research, development, MIS. That means all the functional areas. Some companies have very good management. Some companies are doing very good marketing. Some companies' financial position, accounting position is strong. Production, operations is very good. So that means we will analyze all the internal factors, we will analyze all the external factors. And these are the alternatives. Strategy 1, strategy 2, strategy 3. Maybe one is shipping line. Companies can invest money in shipping line. The company can invest in green port. The company can develop a new terminal. So there may have alternative options. And you will give some weights. Which one is weights on the factors? Maybe the
Weights according to importance level, sir.
Weights, yes, weight means importance. Weight means what? How you will give more importance. So all weights in our strategic management means your importance. Economic. So weight among all, the sum of all the weights will be 1, isn't it? So maybe you are giving 10% here, 20% here. It depends on your company's position. So here, say for example, internal factors. Growth, key external internal factors. Growth in global e-commerce 10. Increased demand for integrated logistics 08. Volatile fuel prices 6%. Regulatory pressure on emissions, geopolitical tensions and trade wars. That means internal and external factors. It is not necessary that you are going to discuss about only management. Critical factors we have identified. So what you will identify? You will identify the critical external factors, critical internal factors. And where you will get these critical factors, you will get it from your input stage. That means from your IFE, EFE, same thing. So you are getting the weights. After getting weights, what you will do? You will assign attractiveness score, and the score you will assign based on your project. Say for example, project A is very attractive. Project B is not very attractive. Project C is moderate attractive. So these are the alternative strategies. Say for strategy A, expand integrated logistics and supply chain solutions. It is one of the alternatives you are thinking to invest. Another alternative you are thinking to invest is invest in green shipping technology and fuel innovation. Another strategy is diversify into adjacent transportation services. Say, for example, air freight. So these are all the strategies. Strategies, and which one is perfect based on your internal and external factors. So for that, what you will do, you will give attractiveness score from 1 to 4. If it is very attractive, say for example, in future consideration, this project is very lucrative, attractive, so you will assign 4. This one, maybe the air freight services is not so attractive. So in that case, this depends on whether it is attractive or whether it is not attractive. It depends on your opportunities and threats, your analysis, your different types of intelligence or business intelligence that we have said, BI, business intelligence. That will say which one is most attractive and which one is less attractive. So you will assign what? Attractiveness score, and you will multiply the attractiveness score by the weight. So for example, these are the factors and these are the weight. These are the factors, these are the weights. And for your better understanding, we have given equal importance, equal weight to all factors. And now the factor 1 related to strategy A. Strategy A is very attractive, considering growth in global e-commerce, considering demand for integrated logistics. This is also very attractive, considering volatile fuel prices. Your attractiveness is average 2, and above average. Here, geopolitical tensions, your attractiveness of your strategy A is above average. Similarly, you will assign attractiveness score to strategy B, considering strategy B, your growth in global e-commerce. The attractive score for strategy B is average 2. So that means theoretically, it is very difficult to say whether this factor will get 2 or 4. When you will be the manager, project manager, then you can say which one is attractive. Say, for example, if you are thinking to buy some land, maybe some land is available near metro station. Some land is very far. Maybe it is after Podda Bridge. Maybe another land is located there in Manikganj. So considering your location, if you factor, which one is most attractive? The one that is near
Metro
metro
rail, which is
station.
right,
If
sir.
you are living in Dhaka, so you will give more score on that project, isn't it?
Right, sir.
And considering your financial position, say for example, price, then maybe you will say that the project is very expensive. If you go beyond Podda Bridge, the price is very low. So in that case, you can give more score to that project and less score to to another project. And on average, you will get a score. A score. That means you will multiply your score by the weight. 4 multiplied by zero point 0.1 is 0.4. And the sum of all the internal and external factors is 2.8 for A. For B, it is 2.3. And for C, it is 2.2. Are you getting? That means the final score you are getting, considering all the factors, considering your attractiveness of the project, attractiveness of your strategy, and finally, which one is most suitable for you. Here, the project that is getting more
Wait, sir. Strategy A.
strategy. That means our analysis shows that expand integrated
Integrated loss.
logistics and supply chain is more attractive. So we will go for this project because this project considers your financial position, your budget, your cash flows. That means all the factors, internal, external factors, your competitors, your market share, your market growth, all the factors you have considered here. I haven't included everything, but when you will really do it, what you will do? You will include all the factors. Maybe you will include all these factors. This one. Because the management, accounting, finance, all are covering here. So after analyzing, you will finally choose which one is your best alternative. So strategy A, expand integrated logistics, has the highest total attractiveness score, making it the most compelling options for marks. Strategy B, invest in green shipping, is important for long-term sustainability and compliance, but ranks 2.32. Strategy C, diversify into air freight, has the lowest score, 2.16, means it is converted into 2, indicating lower immediate strategic fit. And Mr. Orko's strategic fitness. Finally, we have used the word strategic fit. So this is how what you are going to do. You are evaluating your strategies. All right. So if we sum up
Yes,
today,
sir.
we ultimately discuss about the strategy, formulation, analytical framework. Input stage in chapter 3 and 4, and matching stage. These we have discussed today at chapter 6. And chapter 5 was different type of strategy, diversification, differentiation, cost leadership, etc. Different types of strategies we discuss, and finally we have chosen one of the best alternatives. Now our mission is final. What is your final? Our mission today is final. And mission final means that your strategic planning is done. Are you getting what is strategic planning?
Yes, sir. Setting a new
So,
mission for the company.
so you have chosen the new mission. Have you chosen it?
Yes, sir.
So it is about strategic planning, and the next chapter we will discuss about strategic implementation. In our coming lecture, not today, but for today, there is a very short evaluation, and we'll post your questionnaire in our classroom. So please go to your Google Classroom. All right. And do you have the any WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir. We have WhatsApp group, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then I can share with
Yes, sir.
Sadia.
I am adding.
Okay.
We are adding you, sir.